Welcome to the first episode of Jess. Today we're at Tango's Hair Salon in Stratford, Connecticut, and we're talking about the journey of going natural. We're going to learn how to take care of our hair and how to do some easy-to-do hairstyles. I even have 4 giveaways for 4 lucky viewers. So all of this starting now. Inspiring. Real. Funny. Everyday topics. This is Jess. For my first guest, I have Brittany and Marissa, 2 good friends of mine. Brittany has not committed to going natural yet, but Marissa has. So Brittany, let's talk about what's holding you back. I mean, what is the big deal? You're like halfway there. I see the new growth. What's going on?
I don't. It's just the amount of time, and it's a lot of work to me.
Okay.
And right now with my job and just things that are going on, I feel like I don't really have the time to commit to really making my hair look good and be healthy. So.
Okay, but I mean, I like how at the end that you said that you just feel like you don't have the time to make it look good and be healthy, because that is like the big reason why I went natural and why so many people do. But you know, I have a book that we're going to talk about later on in the show called The Naughty Truth, and I think it would be really, really good for you, so make sure you hang around and you know, consider this book, and I'll let you take a look at it, because it talks about, you know, all the different things that you're having issues with, because a lot of women feel that way, and that's what holds them back as well. So Marissa, you've already committed.
Yes.
So did you find it hard to transition?
Well, I actually transitioned slowly. I didn't want to do like the big chop, and so I just used the twists and braids and things like that and just kind of cut gradually. But I initially was a person who was 100% against going natural. I was like, I need my perm. I can't, you know, you guys don't understand.
I know, that's how we all feel.
Right. But just with some help and some encouragement and the braids and things like that to kind of help me transition, it all worked out.
Okay, so I see right now you're working the twist. So this is a good transition hairstyle that people do. So this is really good. Do you find that this makes it easier for you?
Definitely, I think in the winter it can be really, if you're not 100% sure of how to do things naturally, it can be helpful to protect your hair during the winter. In the summer, the twist outs worked well, so this has been helpful for the winter time.
Okay, good. Now for the both of you, part of something that you said a moment ago about, you know, the relaxer, you know, that whole mental block thing that we have, like, I need my relaxer, I'm so used to it, I want to, you know, put my fingers through my hair, you know, when you're natural, you can't do that. So do you guys find that that part is the other side that you're struggling with the most when it comes to it?
I think so. For me, it's like my look. I'm used to seeing myself with straight hair that I can run my fingers through. That's bouncy, so it is a big part of it.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk about so much in today's show. So you guys, I'm glad that you guys came, and we're going to talk more. So you guys stay with me. There's so much more coming up, and I also still have that giveaway to tell you guys more about, so don't go anywhere. We have a lot going on in this episode. Welcome back to the show. With me right now is the author of The Naughty Truth, Michelle George. Ladies, this is a fabulous book, and I'm so excited to have you here. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Good. So your book explores the natural hair journey, the transitioning, how to style and maintain your hair, as well as what successful products to use. So can you please tell us what made you want to write this book?
Well, I wanted to write the book to simply help people, and I wanted to make sure that others didn't have to go through the trials and tribulations that I went to as I was trying to grow natural hair. At the time, I was living in Cleveland, Ohio, and there weren't any good resources at the library or at the bookstore or within the local cosmetology community at that time. So I put together all my notes and put it together in a book so that other people could have an easier time growing their natural hair than I did. Does that make
Wow.
sense?
Yes, it does. It's perfect sense. I mean, so many books out there, they don't offer the full perspective that your book does. And, I think that is wonderful that you really have like a real connection with it. It's not like something you just decided to do because it was a trend. You really wanted to help women out there like me. Because I definitely,
I,
definitely
I,
needed your book. Go ahead,
I
what were you going to say?
appreciate that.
Oh,
No,
you're
I
welcome.
appreciate that, and I thank you for saying that because not only were natural books not popular at that time, so
Hmm.
it really did join a trend that had been going on, but people weren't really sharing the truth at that
Right.
time if they did write books, but to be able to give the whole mental perspective of the journey and the whole physical perspective, that was not out there, and that really
Mm-mm.
frustrated me. And now there's many books, there's many
Mhm.
options, but yeah, you hit it on the head. I don't feel like the naughty truth is known as much because I really
Mhm.
deal with the mental, which I feel is 90% of the journey.
I completely agree. I mean, my hardest struggle in the beginning of this journey was trying to get used to my coils because when you are so
Right,
used to getting a relaxer, the moment you see new growth, you're like, oh God, I'm to the shop. I gotta get
right.
a relaxer. I'm due. You know what I mean? We try to press
Yeah,
it out so long.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that whole mental side, I totally agree. It's definitely 90% of the journey because once you get past that, that's the biggest
Right.
hurdle in the beginning. So,
It,
can you talk a little bit
yeah.
more about that? I know we're discussing it, but your book really goes in depth about that. Can you discuss that a little bit?
About the mental.
Yes.
Well, yeah. As you know, I get into the background of the economics of the hair industry,
Hmm.
and then the whole economics of keeping us, what do you call it, submissive to the
Right.
industry and keeping us feeling very insecure. It's very
Hmm.
necessary in order to continue to keep turning that dollar.
Right.
But for the dollars to be going outside of our own community, it doesn't benefit us anyway. It would make a
Right.
difference if we still kept it within our community. But as we know, it's going to Koreans now
Right.
overwhelmingly, and it's going to others overwhelmingly. And I think it's really important to understand the why and the what so that we can get to where we need to go as
Right.
new naturals in the game, or else you're not going to be committed to it, or else it's just a trend and it was just a Chris Rock movie that you saw and you
Right.
just decide that you want to be nappy too. And then when you're
Right.
tired of it, you're going to relax your hair and do something else. So my hope is to be able to plant a seed and plant it a little deeper so that you can
Hmm.
understand and embrace who God created you to be.
Exactly. And I think that's a beautiful thing because it's like a new discovery, that we go through when you
Mhm.
begin to go natural.
It
You're
really
discovering who you are, who God intended you to be originally with the hair that's already placed on our heads. And so
Yeah.
I really think you really do that beautifully. You explain that beautifully in the book. And what you just were talking about, the
Thank
culture, you're welcome. And the culture of the world and how it's a money making business and it is meant for us to continue to come back and come back, but now it's better that we start thinking of different ways to put money back into ourselves or to save us a little money, especially with the
Yeah.
way that the economy is. And
Oh,
speaking of,
definitely. And that's why. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's why I really like to focus on ingredients because you talk about the economy. I like to
Hmm.
focus on ingredients so people know that they can cook. I mean, you can
Hmm.
get a lot of resources out of some olive oil. And I love
Yes.
saying just go to Sam's Club, get a gallon of olive oil,
Hmm.
use it on your hair, cook with it, use it as
Hmm.
lotion. It's Bible based, it's biblical, it's good for you,
Right.
it's good for your home, and it
Right.
saves money. But so
Yes.
many of us get caught up in the whole product junkyism
Hmm.
too. That's a whole nother
Yes.
subject for another day.
That is. But speaking of the products, what products is it that you want to tell people about? Because people sometimes we talk about how there's shea butter. I know that's popular. People like to use shea butter, or we go on YouTube and we listen to our aunts and they tell us about all these different things. But what products do you feel are like best for people to start out with and to use in their hair?
Good question. I really like to focus on my seminars, my workshops. in the books on keeping it simple. If you could get some basic ingredients, African black soap, some aloe vera juice, some aloe vera gel, some shea butter, and those things work for you, you don't have any allergies or any other contraindications, which means that they would be harmful to your body, those would be great places to start. And I like to suggest that people start with the basics, because once you start getting into products, you can easily become overwhelmed. You'll think something doesn't work, and it might not be the product that doesn't work, but it's something within the product. And if you haven't tinkered around with the ingredients, then you don't really know. It might just be glycerin that doesn't work for your hair, but it works for my hair. And then you'll just throw out the whole bottle and start over with another product line, and you'll stay confused. So if you can start simple and see that the simple things work, then you might not be a mixtress, and that's okay. But find products that have the ingredients that work for you, and then go from there. And that's what I try to really suggest to new naturals, so that they don't get overwhelmed by the whole natural game.
Right. And really quick, and I'm sorry, I have a little bit of time left with you, but really quick, can you name just a few items, or not really items, but the product chemicals to look out for?
Formaldehyde, quaternarium, which converts into formaldehyde, mineral oil. There's so many, petroleum, and those are the top ones on my list, right? Parabens. Those are the things that I really would suggest that you stay away from. There's an extensive list in the Naughty Truth Lock Manual that goes further than the original Naughty Truth book.
Yes.
But that book does test on them as well.
Okay. And also, I just want to say thanks again for taking the time to do this interview with me. I really, really appreciate it. And, you know, all the ladies watching, you all have opportunity to win this book for free. I'll let you know more about that later on in the show. But again, thank you so much. Hey ladies, so I'm having a quick Jess Moment right now. I just want to tell you guys thank you so much for watching the show. I'm so excited that you're watching me and my show. This is my dream. I want to have my own talk show, so this is how I'm starting. So let me just remind you all, whatever your dream is, pursue it. Don't let anything or anybody stop you. Doesn't matter how big it is, how small it is. Remember, if I can do it, you can do it too. All right, guys, I gotta get back. I have more guests coming up. Are you frustrated? You don't know what to do with your hair, and you don't know what products to use, what hairstyles to try? Well, there's a place where you can go and talk to other naturals, learn all about products, hairstyles. It's a group called Connecticut Curly. It's a good place for you to go to for support. I'm going to tell you all about it up next. On the show now are Wendy and Nikki, the founders of Connecticut Curly's Facebook fan page. Wendy and Nikki, thank you so much for coming to the show. How are you?
Great. Thank you for having us.
You're so welcome, guys. So I love the logos you guys have. I think that they look really pretty.
Thank you.
So tell me, what is Connecticut Curly's all about?
Connecticut Curly's is a fan page on Facebook, which is a place where naturals can come together, get encouragement, tips. We post pictures. It's knowledge based on how to stay natural, become natural, or if you're just thinking about becoming a natural.
Okay, so it's like a support group for
It's
all
a
of us.
support group, right?
Okay, so when did you guys start it?
June 8th,
Okay.
2012.
Wow, so it hasn't even been a year yet.
Not a year yet.
Wow, okay. Now I know I've been on your page before and it has so much going on. So I know you guys have like certain days for certain things. Can you tell me more about that?
Yes, on Mondays we have what we call product review, where we post different products and let some of our followers chime in to give their, review if they ever try that product. Tuesday is Tuesday Tips, where we provide tips for newly naturals, old naturals, people thinking about going natural.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody basically. Wednesday is What You Need to Know Wednesday, is where you can ask any question about hair, and then we'll try to answer as best as we could, or some of the other, people on the page will answer.
And for that, I'm sorry to interrupt you, for that, you're a cosmetologist, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so then that's really good because then you'll know what you're talking about. You're
Right.
not just a random person trying to
Right.
give the advice that you know of.
Right.
Okay,
And then on Thursdays is our DIY day, where you
Okay.
can post different, homemade recipes, whether it's hair, food, health drinks, things of that nature. Then on Friday is sort of a free for all, where we have Fashion Fridays, where we post different hairstyles, fashion,
Cool, and everybody that's a fan on the page, they can do that as well.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, good. That is so interesting. That's really cool. So guys, you guys just had a hair date too, right? Oh, not a hair date, but a hair
A
event.
hair
I'm
meetup,
sorry.
right,
Hair
right,
meetup.
right.
Okay, seeing all the terminology, natural hair world. Gotta learn it. Go ahead.
Yes, we had a hair meetup on February 23rd that just passed. It was awesome. We had over 100 ladies that came together. We had great sponsors. We had great giveaways. It was a sold out event. We had a panel. We played games. I mean, it was awesome. It was one of the biggest ones in this area that has happened. Not the first, but one of the biggest.
Yeah, and it was my first one going to. I remember I went to it. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
And when you guys decided to do that, did you guys like research or did you just say, let's just come together and do this?
We did our research. You
Okay.
have to do your research to create a great event. Of course, you have to do some research. So we researched, we knew what we liked. We knew what we want to see when we went to an event. And we just tried to make it happen.
Yeah, and you guys did a good job with that. You guys gave some amazing swag bags. I mean, I had like tons of products. My bag was so heavy.
Yes.
And I didn't even expect it to be that full. So you guys did a really good job with that. And there's lots of products for me to try out. So I can't wait till you guys have another one. Are you guys
Yes.
having one anytime soon?
We are planning something, hopefully for the summer. So
Okay,
it's in the
good.
works. So
Hey, I can't wait. Awesome, I'm so excited. All right, so how can people learn more about this? Do they just go on your fan page? Do you guys have a website?
Yes, they can go to our website, which we just launched last month. It's
Oh,
Connecticut.
congratulations.
Thank you.
It's ConnecticutCurlies.com.
Okay.
They can also follow us on Twitter at CT_Curlies.
Okay.
And we're also on YouTube at Connecticut Curlies.
Okay, so you guys post videos?
Yes, we do.
Really? With like just two of you guys talking? Or?
We did a lot of promotion for the event. So now we're going to start putting up more videos of tutorials, product reviews,
Okay.
and even looking to have some of our own CCs come on and, we'll film you and put you on as a CC on the page. I mean, and on YouTube. So.
Okay, if there's somebody that's watching the show right now, they want to do that, can they just message you guys and let you know?
Yep,
Sure,
they
they
can email us at
Okay.
ConnecticutCurlies@yahoo.com.
Awesome, awesome. Well, you know what? It was lovely talking to you guys. Thank you so much again for coming to the
You're
show.
welcome, Jessica.
Thank you for having us.
All right, guys. So don't go anywhere. There's more coming up on the show. With me right now is my good friend Sharon, who is an everyday woman that's going to show us how to do some easy to do hairstyles. This is her hobby. So Sharon even did my hair too. So Sharon, show us what to do. So Sharon, what are we doing here?
Here we have Lamar, and we're gonna do a nice work look, and it's gonna be a nice tuck and roll. So all we're doing is taking our hand right here and rolling the hair under and tucking and pinning. That's all we're doing. And we're gonna do this all the way to the left side of her head. And as you can see, tuck and pin.
Oh, that's pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
It's not too difficult.
Mhm. And I love it because she has, she's already has a twist out in her hair, so it gives it some texture, and it just makes it looks a nice, like a messy, nice look.
But yet neat, because
Neat,
you can
right.
wear this to work.
Right,
Okay.
right.
And it's looking good. And you're using the short pins, I noticed. It's not the long ones. But could people still use the long ones with this?
I would recommend that they use the long one, these that we have right here, because it gives it a better hold.
Okay.
And I mean, you just, as you feel, for the neatness, you might need to take it out and redo it just to make sure it's to your liking.
Okay. Wow, that's looking really good, and it's not taking too much time. So like in the morning when people are rushing to get to work and you haven't even eaten breakfast yet, you can do this really quick.
Really
and
quick.
it's not going to get in the way of your morning routine.
Right.
This is really good. And plus your hair doesn't even have to be too long. So
No.
this is good for people that are really early in their journey.
Right.
And they think they can't do anything for work. This is a good hairstyle.
Yeah.
Good.
And it's a great protective style too. Keeps your ends tucked away, protected, and moisturized.
That's right. That is so important, especially in the winter months. That's good.
And there we have it. A nice work, tuck and roll.
Wow, let me see. That is beautiful. All right, Sharon, thank you.
Thank you. So today we have Cheyenne here, and she has a nice romantic look. What we did is we put her hair up into a bun, up into a ponytail, excuse me, and then we just, to make an easy way to do a bun, we're just sectioning the hair in 2 sections,
Okay.
okay? And what we're gonna do is take one section of the hair and roll,
Okay.
kind of similar to,
And you need some pins for this, right?
yes, and we're just gonna pin.
Okay. So she has long hair. I think she's been natural for like 2 or 3 years. So she has a good amount of growth to play with here.
Yes, and she has a nice length that can create fullness. A good full bun.
And it also looks like her hair is pretty detangled.
Yep.
So that's helping you out too, right?
Yes, that helps a lot. When the hair is shrunken, it makes it harder for the bun to be as full. So this is great that her hair is detangled.
Okay, and it looks like you really smoothed out her edges. How'd you do that?
We just took some gel and slicked it up, and then we used a wrap to lay down the edges. And you just leave the wrap on for maybe about 10-15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And you can leave the hairstyle like this, or you can open the bun up
Okay.
and just pin.
All right, that looks good. In the back too, looks really good. And so she could wear this at a banquet, a wedding.
Right. And to give it a more slick, elegant look, we just want to add a flower, and voila,
Oh,
you have
how
it.
nice is that? That looks so pretty. I could definitely use that for a wedding hairstyle. I like that. Really
Easy.
nice.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, Sharon, this is our last model. What are we doing here?
Here we have our play look, and this is a fun look that is easily done. All I did was part 3 sections of the hair, secured it with a elastic rubber band, and then I just took her hair and I tucked, as I did with the other girls, tucked and pinned. And I just tucked and pinned in 3 sections.
Okay.
3 sections here.
So you're gonna show us how to do that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna move the beautiful model this way.
So this is our last section, and all I'm doing is I'm adding a little hair to give it a more fuller look, more height. So I just add the hair here, and I'm gonna pin it.
Okay, you need me to pass you
Yes.
those?
Can you pass me some pins?
Okay. Okay, that's not too difficult.
Nope, not at all.
And I see you gel down the edges, give it a nice smooth
Yes, I did. And all I'm gonna do is cover her hair
look. Okay.
over the hair that we're adding.
Oh, okay, just like that. So it's almost like doing a couple of mini buns.
Mini
like we
buns.
would on our hair.
Yep.
A big bun. Okay. And that's a good trick with the hair. Now, what kind of hair is that you added?
I added Marley hair because it's closest to the natural texture.
Okay. And where'd you find that? Just a regular hair salon?
Any beauty supply store, your local beauty supply store.
Okay, that looks good.
And I'm gonna go over to this side, just so we can have a look that it just looks even, and
That looks good.
and you can just play with it to figure out what you like best.
Okay.
Another great protective style, which is also a fun look.
Right, that looks really good. That's a nice day out on a Saturday with the girls, or even a Saturday night look. I love how it's almost like model-esque looking on her. It's very nice. This is nice, and it's not hard to do.
Nope, not at all.
Okay, ladies, so up next, I'm gonna tell you all about how to enter into the giveaway. Stay with me. Alright guys, I have lots of giveaways, so make sure you pay attention. All you gotta do is email me your name at onejesshow@gmail.com. Send me your name and I can enter you into the sweepstakes. Now, I know you're wondering, what are the giveaways? First, we have The Naughty Truth. As you already know, this fabulous book will give you lots of insightful information on how to take better care of your hair. Second, we have this month's subscription of the Curl Box. This box is full of different products that you can try on your hair. So this is really good for you product junkies out there. Also, Connecticut Curly is giving away a free tote bag with their logo on it, so that'll be great. And also, you have a free hair consultation with the owner of Tangle's Hair Salon, Tanya Lloyd. So if you want to enter, make sure you email me your name, and if you are the winner, I will definitely let you know. Thanks again for watching today's show. I am so happy that you took the time to see Jess. So guys, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jess Talk, and also like my Facebook page. All right guys, I'll see you next month. Thanks again for watching. If you want a chance to win one of the giveaways, don't forget to email me at onejesshow@gmail.com.